This is Jane. We aren't showing you her face because she's the victim of domestic violence. For nearly a decade, her ex-boyfriend abused and stalked her. He was convicted of aggravated assault against Jane in 2007. He spent 2 years in jail, but after his release, she says he went back to terrorizing her.
The last time that happened, my son woke up. He was big enough now to get out of his bed, and he heard it, and he witnessed all of it. And I knew right then that I had to leave.
In 2011, a law took effect allowing GPS monitoring as a condition of bond for people charged with stalking and violating an order of protection. Counties already use GPS to monitor sex offenders and DUI defendants. It's something Jane says she would have liked her ex-boyfriend to be ordered to wear.
I lived in fear in my home to leave my home, so just to be notified that he was in the area, to be able to let my neighbors know.
Through an open records request, Nashville's News 2 found out that no pretrial defendants arrested for stalking or violation of an order of protection have been ordered to wear a GPS monitoring device since the law took effect last July. The court administrator for Metro Nashville and Davidson County declined to talk to us on camera, but did tell us in the email that the reason why they don't assign GPS devices to defendants is because they don't have the manpower or the funding to actively monitor those people while they're out on bond. Nashville's News 2 contacted Davidson County's court administrator, Warner Hassel. This is the email he sent us. He points out the use of GPS monitoring is not mandatory. He also said the court would prefer court-ordered electronic monitoring be done by its own GPS electronic monitoring program administered through the court's probation department. Hassel said current monitoring is done on a passive basis, meaning violations are reported the next day. Hassel said that could put a domestic violence victim in harm's way. When the legislature was still debating the bill, the Tennessee Coalition Against Domestic Violence supported the measure. We took our findings to the coalition's executive director. Kathleen England Wall said, sadly, Davidson County's lack of funding is a statewide problem.
Communities have to evaluate different initiatives on how to protect victims, and sometimes it really comes down to what those resources are.
It may be a financial fact, but it doesn't make the situation any easier to accept for survivors like Jane.
No, it is not. It only takes one time. It only takes one hit. It only takes one child being in the wrong place at the wrong time to get hurt or possibly killed.
Until the Davidson County court system can figure out a way to actively monitor offenders, the GPS devices will likely still not be assigned. In downtown Nashville, Joseph Pleasant, Nashville's News 2.